What is going on the server tonight? But welcome back to another episode of AutoCraft Season 5. In today's episode, I want to build our very first shop. Because over here at the shopping district, we've had many shops starting to come up here all around, more or less being pop-up shops, and that's going to be our goal for today. I don't want to build this like insane shop because, well, there isn't really an outline here yet, and I don't want to build a shop and then have the outline go around my shop. So we're going to be building pretty much just like a temporary pop-up stand, kind of like how we've got going on here. And I realize I haven't really said what the goal of what we're going to be farming today is. Because what we are going to be selling is going to be rockets. Because last season we sold shulkers and wood, so this time I think we're just going to take it easy. We're going to make some rockets, and then we're going to sell them. Because people have already gotten elytras. Already! So people have already been flying around the server like crazy, so we definitely need to get some rockets going so we can start making some money. But before we can actually make a stand for rockets, we need to get the rockets itself, meaning we need to start working on making 2 farms. Not only are we going to need either a mob farm or a creeper farm, haven't really decided which one I want to build yet, because a mob farm we can get a whole bunch of drops with, and then the other farm we need to build is a sugarcane farm. Because, you know, that's the other side of the crafting recipe. And something I want to also try is to automate it. Because now we have AutoCrafters, so we could automatically craft rockets. And then just be able to shulker it up and bring it over to the shop. Obviously, once we get shulkers. So to build both of these farms that we're going to need today, we are going to need some quartz. Now, I have none. But we do have Fortune 3 now because I was able to get this off of Lazy. I was able to just get a few bucks off of him to make it. Meaning we can now fortune down these deep slate diamond ores. So let's do this really quick. And then I want to see if we can use these diamonds to go buy some quartz from Lazy. Well, in fact, I already know I can because I already asked them. Server does look weird from up here. Okay, let's see how much we get. Okay, so we turned 45 into a stack and 39. That's pretty good. All right, so let's sleep real quick, and then we will head over to Mount Torture. Oh, I'll trade you quartz for lapis 1 for 1. Let me see what we have for lapis. We have a stack and 18, and then a little bit that we can also fortune real quick. Yeah, that should be good. We have 3 stacks and 12 lapis that we can bring over there. That will definitely work. Hello there.
Hi, Greek.
Hello. Ready to go in
Are you ready
raiding?
to go in raiding?
I am not going in raiding. I'm coming for quartz. I have lapis.
Yes. Okay, put your lapis there.
Yay.
Thank
you.
Sir.
Okay, so for this creeper farm that we're going to be building, because we're going to do that one first, we are going to need a few different things. We need a lot of building blocks, a lot of slabs, and a lot of trapdoors, which, well, this is all the wood I have. And as for building blocks, I don't know what to use. Maybe this, in which I don't even think this is enough. We're going to need a lot of different things for this anyway. And one of the biggest things is going to be glass. So for this entire venture here, we probably want maybe some better gear. So I was thinking we take our diamonds here and let's craft up maybe some diamond armor and then maybe some diamond tools as well, because I think that this will actually make it much easier in order to do things. All right, so let's go ahead. Let's craft ourselves up a full set of diamond armor. And now we could go through and try to do enchants on all of our gear, but Lazy has already set up some book trades, so I want to go see what is over there. So I believe right over here is where he is selling some books, and I believe it is 3 diamonds per. Oh, he's got a lot of mending here. Okay, so let's see what we want to grab. Definitely going to want a Depth Strider 3. Definitely a Feather Falling 4. And I think I'm actually going to buy 2 of these Protection 2 books, just in case when we do some enchants on these, if we do not get Protection 4. As of for everything else, I don't think I want to buy some things yet. Like, I don't want to buy Sweeping Edge yet. I don't want to buy Looting yet, because I don't know what enchant we're going to get on a sword. And as of for mending, well, we can wait for mending right now. And I think I'm actually just going to make an iron sword, because I don't want to create a diamond sword and then have to start breaking it when we want to just be enchanting it. So I'm just going to bring some sticks with us along with these diamonds, and yeah, let's go see what we can make. And if you didn't know what I was talking about when I said over there, we're going to go use a skeleton farm. Horses tied up, let's get some XP. I think the easiest way for me to do this is just a quick transition for me grinding some levels, and then using the enchant table. So let's do this. And everything has been enchanted, so we have some pretty decent enchants on everything. It's not the best. We could really use some unbreaking on some of these, but just having diamond armor itself with protection is going to be helping us out by a ton. And we also did enchant a shovel and an axe, and I was able to get pretty much the same enchant on both. So I am pretty happy with that. So let's head back over to the base. So back at the base, I want to actually put an armor stand probably right here to house our original iron armor. So we're just going to slap it right here. But now that is there, we can go ahead and then put on our diamond armor. And I guess since we have 2 iron tools left, we can go ahead and use the statues book to give this armor stand arms, and we can give it our tools. Let's see. So if we just show arms and then we give 1 tool there, and then I think all we have to do is swap the main hand and offhand, and then we can give it the shovel as well. And then I do want to just swap these back. All right, I'm gonna just go ahead and lock this guy, and there we go. All right, so now that we have all this diamond armor with all these enchanted tools and stuff, we need to start getting the resources we need for the creeper farm. Which, like I said before, it's a lot of items. So let's actually do one thing that I used to do on this channel quite often, and let's do a montage of us getting all the materials for this farm. Now, I'm actually going to be streaming this over at twitch.tv/MrKring_. So if you want, you can head over there and drop a follow so that you never miss a live stream. In the last episode, we started a little bit of an organization with Calvin called Stuff. And since me and Calvin went around and started doing some advertisements for it, we also decided to split off and do our own. And I went to go see Rusty. So let's go check that out. Rusty!
Hello.
So, I have come over here to tell you about something.
I'm not joining a religion or a cult.
It's not a religion, it's not a cult. Me and Calvin are kind of starting a little shop together. It's gonna be called Stuff for Simple Tough, because we're selling tough, because I think you've even been using some of it in your build, and it's a great block.
Yeah.
And so we're gonna have a bit of a little service set up here. So if I just set this up here and hand you that right there, all you need to do is write your name on that, and then you'll sign up for our service.
But I don't want your service.
Trust me, you want the service.
You haven't explained the service. You've explained that you're starting a shop called Stuff for Tough, and
So pretty much, once we have our shop built, we're still very much in the beginning phase. But once the shop is built, you give us some tough, however much you feel is right, however much you want your first little payment to be. And then say you need tough at any other point, you come to us and be like, hey Crank, or hey Calvin, I need, say, 7 stacks of tough. And all of a sudden, boop, 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 bam, 7 stacks of tough right in your inventory.
but I gave you tough.
Yes, but
Why don't I just make 2 chests and keep my tough?
But here's what you can do though. You say when you first give us tough, you only give us 2 stacks, but then you get 7 stacks from us, or however much you request.
Why don't I just mine more tough?
Because you can help out the community, because this is a service for absolutely everybody. So if you donate tough, and then you can get more tough from other people. You could steal other people's tough.
I need tough. Let's say I just gave you 5 stacks of tough, and I am going to do a build, and I'm going to need 7 stacks of tough. What I need to do is I need to wait for one of you to come online. I send you a message saying, hey, I need 7 stacks of tough. By that time, I have already spent 5 stacks of tough, so then it is a hassle to get those additional 2 stacks that are otherwise needed, because now I need to mine 7 stacks of tough. It doesn't really seem beneficial.
Oh, no. So you're getting it all wrong. We don't need to be online. This will be part of the shop. So all you need to do is go there and get it.
So instead of storing my tough in my own chests, I'm storing the tough in a chest in the shopping district.
But, you couldn't get more than what you paid. You can get more than what you gave.
Yeah, but somebody else can also just take all of the tough, and then if I need tough, I don't have any tough because I just gave it all to you.
There will always be tough.
That seems tough.
It's not tough. It's simple.
If it isn't tough, then what is this all about?
Simple tough.
This. What?
This is simple tough. That's what this shop is. So you should just put your name on that paper and put it in this magical bear. I think you spelled your name wrong.
No, I think that is right.
No.
I think that if I need tough, I can rely on myself to make tough.
But like, here's the thing though. You can get free tough. You don't need to do the hassle of mining it. All you need to do is get a little bit of a payment, which as you see, you already have some tough. So you could probably use your back stock of whatever tough you have remaining, and then you can get more tough for free. No work, no work. All you have to do is walk up, being like, hey, can I have some tough, please? You get the tough, you walk away, you're a happy little boy.
Okay, here's the thing. The last time that I went into business with Calvin, and it was, it was surrounding a new block in the game, I ended up in a cult.
This is not a cult. I can promise you right now, this is not a cult. Because we were talking about that. We were like coming up with our ideas. Like, this kind of sounds a little culty. It's not a cult. I very much can promise you that.
Okay, so every single cult starts with saying, this is not a cult.
No, that's how you got me into the cult. This one is actually not a cult.
No. I was very open about, do you want to join a cult, if I remember correctly.
I can promise you, there is no cultiness to cultivation. That's the different word. There's no culty here at all. I can promise that.
You promise that it is not a cult.
I promise you it is not a cult, because that was actually a very serious conversation me and Calvin were having. I think you spelled it wrong again.
I'm going to ask you to leave my house.
Would you like me to write on the paper for you?
No, that is forging a signature. If you have lawyers, so do I.
I pay them really well.
So do I. I pay my lawyers really, really well. You know what to pay them in?
But you could give that tough to us instead, and then you could get infinite tough along the lines for the rest of the entire season. All you need to do is put your name on a piece of paper.
I'm just going to help you out here. Yep. There. Yep, there. Good luck.
I'll be back.
I'm sure you will.
Now that we're back, Calvin actually wants to show me something.
Green.
Oh.
Hello.
Hi, Calvin.
Hello.
What's up?
I have good news.
Good news. I love good news.
Yeah. Yep. These are these are good news for us, not for the rest of the people on the server. But the stuff shop has a place. So here we have it. This is the stuff shop.
Ooh, I kind of
I'm
like
missing a
it.
sign. I need to make a sign. And here we have the place for the horses.
Okay.
It's very nice.
I
very fancy, as you
love
can see.
the terraforming outside of it too.
Yeah.
Oh, wait a
Yeah,
minute.
just don't look.
Oh,
Just
wait a
don't look at
minute.
the back.
Wait a
Don't look at the
minute.
back. Don't look at the back.
Wait.
Don't. No, that's not. People don't need to come here. You see these signs? That's what I was fearing. I have to put these signs that say "keep out, don't walk further."
They
Oh
don't
yes,
say
I mean
keep
you
out,
you
though.
own this server, so you need to know what's the reasoning behind this. This is just a facade. It's fake, as our service as well. We need to prevent people from coming to this site and looking at this. Yeah, the interior is still a work in progress. We need to make this fancy as well. And
We need to make it
the
fancy?
Bold.
That is
I
true.
will make it
We need
fancy.
to make it fancy, or yeah, you can make it fancy. I still have to
I
make
will
a
make it
vault.
fancy.
Um,
And you need to make a bold maybe underneath. I don't know.
underneath.
Something like that.
I didn't know if we wanted to do it underneath or in just a random location.
I think it will be fine to keep everything here, right? The terms of service.
Terms of service. Ooh. Welcome to the Stuff Simple Tough shop. This is a subscription-based service to make it easier for our customers to acquire tough for their builds. By subscribing to the Stuff Shop, you agree to our terms of service. To subscribe
very
to the
organized.
Stuff Shop, you must put your legal Minecraft name on a piece of paper and deposit it in the barrel next to the notarized anvil. A Stuff representative will then reach out to you and charge you accordingly to the tier you select. Tier details: Slight Tough. You can request up to 8 stacks per month in quotas of 2 at a time. Price: 3 stacks per month. Minimum wait time 4 business days. Semi-simple tough. You can request up to 16 stacks of tough per month in quotas of 4 at a time. Price: 8 stacks, minimum 3 days. SSST, so stupidly simple tough. You can request up to 30 stacks per month in quotas of 10. Price: 16 stacks a month. Minimum wait time 1 business day. Turbo tough option. By paying 16 diamonds, you can enter the turbo tough mode and get all your stacks of tough at once upon request. Only valid per month. Cancel subscription. Canceling the subscription is super simple, just like us, simple tough. You'll only need to reach out to one of the Stuff Service representatives and they will give you the instructions to cancel the subscription.
Do you like it?
I love
Like,
it.
do you agree?
Yes.
Do you think it's good? Do you
That's
think
good.
it will allow us to
I think it's
scam
good.
people?
We're not supposed to say that.
It's
We're
it's not
supposed to say
known.
that. It's not new. Is it not new?
Not known. It's not known.
It's not
Well,
known.
we are inside here, so it's okay.
Oh,
No one
okay.
will hear here.
Okay.
Yeah, that's basically it. I think that's good, Drink. Thank you for your time. I will finish this shop because we still need a sign that says stuff and I need to remember how to make banner letters. I need to make sure no one comes back here and sees the reality behind our shop. Totally legal service.
I would recommend to keep people out. We could put like weeds or sweet berries or stuff like that so they won't want to walk back there.
You know what we can do as well? We can put like a guard, like a skeleton hidden here
Ooh,
that
yes.
will shoot people.
Specifically like
That
right
come
here.
too
So
close.
he can't see them unless they cross like behind the wall.
The line.
Yeah.
I really want to do that now, but I don't know how. I will do that.
All right, and we now have all of these materials here to not only build up the creeper farm, but since we had extra time in the stream, we also got the materials to make a pretty simple sugarcane farm. Now, this isn't actually everything. We still need some like generic building blocks for it, but this is the majority of the materials that we are going to need. But this is for after this farm is built, because this one is going to take a lot longer. And I have already found a location for us to go out and build this. In fact, it is about 2,000 blocks in that direction. And luckily, Calvin was able to hook me up with a shulker box for like absolutely free. So thank you. So we're going to use this to go ahead and bring some stuff over. Also going to bring with me some chests that we will be able to put all this stuff down. All right, let's go ahead. Let's grab our horse and let's head out all the way over to where we are not only going to be building these farms, but maybe we'll turn it into our industrial district for this season. We are out pretty much in the exact middle of the ocean, in a deep ocean, because this is where we need to be able to build the farm. Otherwise, we have to light up stuff, and I really don't want to do that. And it looks like I've brought a lot of stuff over here, but really, I actually have not. This is the only chest that is full right now, because I still need to make at least one more trip back to bring stuff over here. So I'm going to do this off camera real quick. All right, and we definitely did not need all of these chests because it only filled up these two right here, like exactly, which is insane. But we now have everything that we need to build up both of these farms, but I think we're only going to start with doing the creeper farm for right now, and then hold off on the sugarcane farm because I think I still need a little bit more materials for that one anyway. So let's just jump at a time lapse and get it built up. All right, farm finished, and I have done about a 45-minute AFK session, and I want to go down here and just see what our results are going to be. Obviously, first I want to turn off the farm. That way, you know, we don't have any form of creepers jumping on our heads. And let's take a look as these last creepers are dying, and for 45 minutes, that's not bad. That is going to be at least one full shulker box of rockets, because you just need one row for rockets. And if we go ahead and we put this all into one chest here, it is going to be that much gunpowder. And for 45 minutes, I think that works. It might actually have been a little bit less than 45 minutes, maybe just about a half hour, but I would say this was very, very useful. And it turns out I actually had to dip into some of our supplies for the sugarcane farm because, well, this farm needed to be a little bit bigger, at least on its roof at the top, because of the fact that this farm design that I used from AutoCraft, which was also, I believe, from Nembomb, was built for 1.16 before the light levels changed. So I had to add 4 blocks on each side of the top roof. That way we could ensure that this thing would be fully dark. And yes, I'm keeping the full bright on while we are over here because, well, it's very, very dark without it. And that is something that I didn't have set up last season, and oh my god, is it a game changer. So now that this is set up, tomorrow I'm going to be AFKing this. That way we can get tons and tons of gunpowder. Back over at the base, I did do a little bit more AFKing, and I've gotten ourselves to just over 1 full shulker box full of gunpowder, and I have also filled up another box full of stuff for a sugarcane farm, because as I said before, these deep slate bricks that I had to use in the farm. The creeper farm, that is. So came back so we can get some more deep slate bricks, as well as just some other things that I realized I forgot, like hoppers and rails and stuff like that. I didn't think I'd have enough of, so we're gonna bring some more over. So we're gonna go into another time lapse. That's right, 2 time lapses in 1 episode of building up a sugarcane farm. The sugarcane farm is done, and these also started to kind of look like faces when I was building it, so I kind of leaned into it with these buttons. But I have already done a lot and lots of AFKing, so before I show you that, let's come over to the gunpowder farm to see that I have a lot of gunpowder. So we don't need to run this farm for a little bit, but this farm I might want to make bigger. Only because with these 3 modules and that time to get all that gunpowder, we got only this amount of sugarcane, which isn't bad. This is going to be plenty for what we need to use it today, but I'm not sure if it's going to be enough in the long run. So what I'm thinking is that because we have 3 here, let's stack another 3 on top and then another 3 on top of that. Something like that is something I'm just going to do off camera, because, well, you already saw the process of building this, so there's no point in me building more. But I did bring over a shulker box, so let's go ahead and bring a full shulker box of sugarcane back home. And in fact, I'll just bring the rest that I have on me, and then with these 5 other stacks, we will use it to grab some gunpowder. I don't know why I brought all this stuff back here when I have to go transport over to the shop anyway, so let's bring this over there so we can start building our little pop-up shop. All right, here we are in the shopping district where we were earlier in the episode, and I've got pretty much the materials that we're going to need right here to build up a rocket shop. I want to use red wool and white wool for like at least like the roof to kind of give off like the look that this is going to be rockets. I kind of want to make like the shops that are over here, like these like pop-up shops. So let's see what we can make for a rocket shop. I definitely want to have the base be made out of this stripped spruce, and then maybe we make a configuration like this, and then we could put some fences on top, and then maybe some planks. Now I want to make a form of like an arch in the middle, so let's make some slabs and trapdoors. To do maybe just something like this, and then that middle block will be for the roof. And let's just do the same thing on the other side. Now, as of for over here, let's do just maybe this for right now, and then on a different layer, we can do a little more. All right, so for the roof, I definitely want to use maybe some stripes of this wool, and then we can just take this across on the top. And then now for over here, let's maybe put some slabs here, maybe some planks, maybe a staircase. Maybe another staircase on top, and then maybe some trapdoors here. Yeah, I kind of like how that looks. Maybe for a bit of depth, we can go ahead and maybe have some buttons right there. And then let's mirror this on the other side. And then across the top, I think I just want to do a line of trapdoors. And then let's maybe jump to the inside, where just to support this up a little bit, we can make like a little beam going across the top, maybe with some trapdoors. Now I also want to hide some light in here, so let's just put some torches up here at the top. And then the final thing I want to do is add some buttons on these logs. All right, I like this a lot. Let's go ahead and now make where we're going to actually put the barrels itself to sell the product. And I'm thinking we just do something like this in the center here. And maybe actually we take this all the way across and we put some barrels on this side and we put some barrels on the other side as well. And after fancying it up a bit, we have some stock that we'll be able to put here. And then we'll be able to do the same thing right back here, in which we are going to be very, very basic with this and just literally call it cranks, pop-up, rockets. That's it for right now until we build like an actual full shop in the future, once we actually have the shopping district fully up and running here. Now we just need to come up with the price for these rockets. Now this may be expensive, but I'm thinking we do is 1 diamond per stack. And that is only because we are still at the very beginning of the server, meaning everybody is going to be wanting to get rockets, so we will sell them at a little bit of a higher rate, and then once we build the shop, we will lower the price. But now we need to actually get the product into the chests, which is why we brought over all this stuff so we can craft it here. And there we go, all of the stock is now inside of these barrels, which means that this shop is now fully open and ready to start raking in the diamonds. And I think that's going to have to about wrap up this episode because, well, we've been doing a lot of progress. We got our diamond armor crafted, we got some farms built, we got our rocket shop up. I would say this has been a very productive day. So hope you all have a great day, or night, or whatever it is right now. And I will see you all in the next one. Goodbye.